What if there was one concept that can truly change the trajectory of your life? And I'm talking about your business, I'm talking about your personal life, I'm talking about how people perceive you and the impact that you can have in this world. What if there was just one? I believe there is, and I'm going to share with you what that is right now. Look, I believe the world is just like a movie, right? I think we are on a journey, and this journey, there are heroes, there are villains, there are people who are just extras that no one notices. And I think it's up to you which role you want to play in this world. And I think most people either to try to be the hero, and as you know, very few people can play that role. That's why there's mostly one hero in every movie. Yet majority of the people are just extras. There are people who have dreams that they never go after. They have hopes, they have fears, they have all these things that they want to do, but there's just something holding them back, right? They try and they struggle, but before they realize their time is up and they've never achieved anything impactful. And that's the majority. But my humble opinion, I truly believe the most important role, the easiest one, the one that allows you to make the most impact, the one that allows you to make the biggest shift and really create a meaningful life, a purposeful life, is the role of the guide. Or just like Morpheus in the movie The Matrix, just like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? The guide. And I think the reason this is the most important role is because I believe this is the role that is required the most. So, because everybody, think about it, right? If we're all in a journey, if we're all trying to wake up every day and try to get on this journey of life and try to achieve a goal, and we have all these struggles on the way, we have all these villains and everything else that we battle, who is required, right? The required is somebody who can guide us, somebody who can show us the way, somebody who can support us. And I think for me, this is the thing that dramatically changed my life. I heard a quote by Zig Ziglar years and years ago when I used to sell vacuum cleaners door to door. And he said something along the lines of, you can have everything you want in life by helping other people get what they want in life. I know it sounded very simple at the time. I didn't get the concept, but it was one of his audios as I was driving from one sales meeting to the next. As I mentioned, I was selling vacuum cleaners door to door, but it stuck with me. I realized whenever you meet somebody, it doesn't matter if they're rich, it doesn't matter if they're poor, it doesn't matter if they're famous, it doesn't matter who they are, as long as you have the intention of helping guide them to the goals that they want, things that they want to achieve, somehow, some way, either through them, the universe, some other way, you get rewarded. It's crazy. It's crazy because I look at my life today and look at what I've achieved and look at my network and look at the things I've done. I love football. I love soccer. I grew up watching and dreaming about being a soccer player. Even though that didn't work out, today I'm friends with some really cool soccer players. I got to play with one of my heroes, Diego Maradona. I get to do so many cool things in this industry. And guess what? It's all because someone invited me to it, right? Somehow, maybe some of the good I've done in some other capacity, it translated to the universe rewarding me by giving me access to people who've given me opportunities in this field. Now, in business, I've met and became friends with some of my mentors, right? I've been able to speak on stages with like Mark Victor Hansen. And it's crazy because when I was driving door to door selling vacuum cleaners, he's one of the guys I used to listen to. Now, we're on stage and he's giving me his endorsement. Met people like Sir Richard Branson. Shaquille O'Neal did a podcast that I was invited to that he was in. I mean, so many things. Get to live in Dubai, one of my dream city growing up. So I know I'm kind of ranting in a way, but if you actually give yourself the permission to become a guide and stop being a hero, trying to save the world, and just focus on yourself and trying to figure out what your goals are. But if you actually remove yourself and start to focus more on how you can help other people achieve what they want, I promise you, you're going to have not only what you wanted in life, but you're going to have a lot more than you expected. So become the guide, help people get what they want, and I promise you, that's exactly, just like as Zig said, exactly how you're going to achieve what you want in life as well. Now, if you're wondering, how can I apply this into my life or my business? I've actually put together a Google Doc that breaks down this entire framework. I call it the guide positioning system. And you can apply this in your life, You can apply this in your work, you can apply this in your relationships, and it works. If you want this, all you gotta do is go to my Instagram at NitoAbdo, DM me the word GPS, and I'll send it right through to you. And I promise it is gonna make a big impact in your life.